Day 1 was 3 weeks ago, and I still can't process that sentence. The mug in my hand has coffee rings inside from back when we had coffee. Patricia keeps telling me to wash it properly, but there's no point wasting the water on scrubbing when we might need every drop. The tap still runs sometimes, cold only. The building's water tank on the roof is gravity-fed, so we get pressure until that empties, and then we're done. I don't know how much is left up there. I'm sitting on the floor of our apartment, 9th floor, Unit 904, Riverside Towers, looking out at a city that doesn't have a working traffic light anymore. The view used to be the selling point. Patricia loved this place because you could see the river and the bridges, and at night, all the lights from downtown made her feel like we were part of something bigger. And now the lights are mostly out, and the things walking around down there aren't people even though they used to be. My name is Andrew. Andrew Volkmann, 37 years old. I sold insurance before this. Life insurance, which feels like a sick joke now. Patricia is 34, was a teacher, 3rd grade. She keeps talking about her students in present tense, and I don't correct her anymore. The apartment is 950 square feet. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, kitchen combined with living area. Small balcony we never used much. I know every inch of it now. There's a water stain on the ceiling above the couch, shaped like Texas. The floorboard near the bathroom squeaks. The bedroom door doesn't close all the way unless you lift it slightly while pushing. We've been living on canned soup and crackers for 5 days. Before that, we had actual food. And pasta, rice, some frozen chicken that we cooked and ate fast once the power went out for good. That was day 4. The grid held longer than I expected. Patricia's sleeping right now. It's 2 p.m., but time doesn't mean what it used to. We sleep when we're exhausted. We stay quiet always. The things outside react to sound, and I learned that the hard way. Let me go back. Let me tell you how this happened. It was a Tuesday, March 15th. I remember because it was the IDs of March, and I made a joke about it at breakfast. Patricia rolled her eyes. She was eating yogurt and checking her phone, dressed for work in the blue blouse I liked. I was drinking coffee at this same table. The news was on in the background. Some virus started overseas. Now, the reporter had that concerned but controlled tone they use for things that might be serious but probably aren't. I went to work, took the subway. Everyone was on their phones. Normal Tuesday. My office was downtown, 12th floor of a different building. I sat in meetings. I processed claims. Someone brought donuts. By lunch, the news was different. Not overseas anymore. Cases in New York, Boston. The reporter's voice had changed. By 3 p.m., they sent us home. My boss, Gerald, said it was precautionary. His hands were shaking when he said it. I took the subway back. More people than usual, everyone quiet. Wrong kind of quiet. Patricia was already home. School had closed. She was watching the news with her arms wrapped around herself. They were saying stay inside, avoid contact. Symptoms included fever, aggression, or loss of cognitive function. That's what they called it. Loss of cognitive function. Like it was Alzheimer's and not people biting other people's throats out in the streets. We watched it fall apart on TV for 3 days. The first day was chaos. Hospitals overwhelmed, police everywhere, sirens constant. We could hear shouting from other apartments. Someone in our building started screaming around midnight and didn't stop for 2 hours. The second day was worse. The sirens stopped. We looked out the window and saw smoke rising from 4 different places. The emergency broadcast system kept cycling the same message. Stay indoors. Help is coming. Do not leave your homes. The third day, the power started cutting out. on and off. The water kept running. We filled every container we had. Pots, the bathtub, empty bottles. Patricia's idea. She's always been the practical one, even though she cries more than me. That night we heard gunshots close by. Inside the building, someone was trying to clear the infected out of the lobby. We heard screaming, more gunshots, then nothing. Day 4, the power went out and stayed out. Day 5, we saw our first one up close. Mrs. Henriksen from 908, end of the hall. She knocked on our door. Patricia almost opened it before I grabbed her arm. I looked through the peephole. Mrs. Henriksen was standing there, swaying slightly. Her face was gray. Her eyes were wrong, cloudy and unfocused, but moving, scanning. Her mouth hung open, and there was something dark on her chin. She knocked again. Same rhythm. Knock, knock, knock. Not urgent, just persistent. Like she was locked out and needed us to let her in. Patricia was crying silently behind me, her hand over her mouth. We stood there frozen while Mrs. Henriksen knocked for 20 minutes. Then she stopped. I heard her shuffling away. Heard her try the next door down. We don't know if she died in her apartment and turned, or if she was bitten somewhere else and made it back. Doesn't matter. She's one of them now. That was when we realized we were trapped. The stairwell is full of them. We found out on day 6. Patricia wanted to check if anyone else was alive in the building. I told her it was stupid. She went anyway. She's stubborn when she's scared. I followed her because I'm not letting her go anywhere alone. We made it to the stairwell door. The exit sign still glowed red. Emergency lighting on a battery backup somewhere. I opened the door slowly. The smell hit us first. Rot and shit and something chemical I couldn't place. And then we heard them. Groaning, shuffling, something heavy dragging. I looked down through the gap in the stairs, saw shapes moving in the dimness 8 floors below. Dozens of them, maybe more, just milling around in the dark. One of them looked up. Milky eyes found us somehow. It started making noise, this wet, rattling sound. The others responded, started moving toward the stairs. We ran back to the apartment, locked the door, shoved the couch against it. Even though they can't open doors, we hope they can't open doors. We haven't tested it thoroughly. So we're stuck. 9 floors up. Can't go down. Can't go up. The roof access is locked, and we don't have a key. The balcony is a 100-foot drop to concrete. We've been scavenging other apartments on this floor. There are 12 units. We've been in 7 so far. The first one we broke into was 902, directly across from us. Young couple, Tyler and Jennifer. I knew them to wave to in the hallway. He worked in tech. She was a nurse. The door was unlocked. That should have warned me, but I was too focused on finding food. We pushed it open slowly. The apartment was dark. Smelled stale, but not like death. Living room looked normal. Couch, TV, coffee table with mail on it. Kitchen beyond that. Patricia checked the cupboards while I stood guard. She found 3 cans of beans, a box of pasta, some granola bars. We were loading it into a trash bag when I heard the bedroom door creak. Jennifer came out, still wearing scrubs, stained dark down the front. She saw us and lurched forward. No hesitation, just immediate attack mode. I had a baseball bat. We'd taken it from our closet after the Mrs. Henriksen incident. I'd never hit anyone with a bat before, didn't know if I could. Jennifer stumbled over the coffee table, gave me an extra second. Patricia screamed. Jennifer's head snapped toward the sound. She changed direction. I swung, caught her in the shoulder. She didn't react to the pain, didn't even flinch. Grabbed at Patricia with gray hands. I swung again. This time I didn't hold back. Connected with her skull. The sound was wrong. Hollow and wet. She dropped. We stood there breathing hard. Patricia was shaking. Jennifer wasn't moving. There was blood on the carpet. I could see the shape of her through the scrubs. Could see she'd been a person. Someone who went to work and saved lives. We took the food and left. Didn't talk about it for 2 days. The second apartment was 906. Elderly man named Howard, and we'd seen him walking his dog sometimes. Little terrier. The apartment was empty. No bodies, no dog. Cupboards were cleaned out. Someone had gotten there first. We found a bottle of aspirin in the bathroom and a flashlight that worked. Third apartment was 903. No one answered when we knocked. Door was locked. I broke the lock with a screwdriver and a hammer. Apartment belonged to a college student, Brian something. Place was a disaster. Dirty dishes everywhere. Bedroom smelled like weed. He had ramen noodles, 23 packets. We took them all. Found a camping stove with fuel cartridges under the sink. That was the best find yet. We could cook now, carefully, with the balcony door open so the smell didn't accumulate. Fourth apartment was 910. Family, parents and 2 kids. Found them in the bedroom, all 4. Dead, but not turned. The empty pill bottles on the nightstand. They'd gone to sleep together and didn't wake up. Patricia cried for an hour. I covered the bodies with blankets and we took their food. Chips, cookies, juice boxes, kids' food. I tried not to think about Patricia's students while I loaded it into our bag. Fifth apartment was 905. Door was barricaded from inside. We could hear someone moving around in there. I knocked. Said we were from 904, said we weren't infected. No response. Movement stopped. We knocked again. Nothing. Someone's in there. They don't want to talk. I don't blame them. Sixth apartment was 901. Corner unit. Bigger than ours. Belonged to some finance guy. Never saw him much. Door was open. Apartment was trashed. Furniture knocked over. Blood on the walls. Drag marks leading to the bedroom. We didn't go in the bedroom. We took what we could from the kitchen. Can of coffee. That's when I got this mug. Seventh apartment was 907. Young woman, Ashley, worked at the bakery on the corner. She was in the bathroom. We heard running water and thought she was alive. Patricia opened the bathroom door before I could stop her. Ashley was in the tub. Overflow drain had clogged. Water was spilling over the sides. She was submerged, eyes open, skin pruned. Dead for days. Not turned, just dead. Patricia turned off the water. We stood there looking at Ashley in the tub. Her hands were floating, fingers spread like she was reaching for something. We didn't take anything from that apartment. So that's 7 out of 12. 5 apartments left to check. 3 we haven't tried. 1 has someone alive who won't respond. 1 has the Henriksen thing shambling around. We've been rationing what we have. 2 meals a day, small portions. The ramen helps. Pasta we can cook on the camping stove. Beans we eat cold. Water is the constant worry. The tap runs inconsistent. Sometimes full pressure, sometimes a trickle. Sometimes nothing for hours, then it comes back. We fill everything when it flows. We have maybe 12 gallons stored. Bathtub has 8. Various containers have the rest. Patricia keeps a log. She writes down what we eat, what we use, how much water we have. She was always organized, kept spreadsheets for our bills, made grocery lists. Now she's making survival lists and her handwriting is shaky. I'm in charge of security. That means I check the door lock 6 times a day. Check the balcony door, listen at the stairwell, watch the hallway through the peephole. It's busy work mostly. Keeps me from thinking too much. The hallway is empty most of the time. Sometimes I see one of them shuffle past. They move without purpose. Just drift. Looking for stimulus. Sound, movement, food. There's one that comes by every morning around 9. I've started calling it the commuter because it's still wearing a suit. Missing a shoe. Face is gone on one side. Just walks past our door heading toward the stairwell. Same time every day. Whatever is left in its brain is still following a routine. Patricia doesn't like when I name them. Says it's disrespectful. They were people. I tell her I know. But giving them nicknames makes them less scary somehow. Makes them patterns instead of threats. There's another one that drags itself. Legs don't work. Pulls with its arms. Leaves a smear behind it. I call it the janitor. Cleans the carpet in a way. Patricia slapped me when I said that. Then she apologized. Then she cried. Then she laughed. We're losing it slowly. Both of us. Just in different ways. The days blur. I've been marking them on the wall in the bedroom with a pen. 17 marks so far. 17 days since we locked ourselves in here. Feels like longer. We've developed routines. Wake up when we wake up. Eat something small. Patricia reads. We have books, about 30. Mix of fiction and self-help and cookbooks that taunt us with meals we can't make. I exercise. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Keeps me from going stir-crazy. Midday we check supplies. Count the cans. Check the water. Decide if we need to risk another apartment. Afternoon is quiet time. We don't talk, just exist near each other. Sometimes Patricia cries quietly, and I pretend not to notice. Sometimes I stare out the window, and she does the same for me. Evening we cook if we're cooking. Eat, play cards. We have 2 decks. Poker, rummy. Go fish. Stupid games that matter now, because there's nothing else. Night is hardest. The building makes noises. Groaning, settling, scratching, footsteps. We lie in bed and listen and wonder what's real and what's our imagination. We haven't had sex since day 3. We tried once on day 8. Got halfway through and Patricia started crying. Not sad crying, panic crying, hyperventilating. I held her until she calmed down. Haven't tried since. We sleep in shifts sometimes. 2 hours on, 2 hours off. One person awake, listening. It's probably unnecessary. The door is locked. The couch is against it. They can't get in. Probably. Like on day 10, we heard screaming from somewhere above us. 10th floor, maybe? Lasted about 30 seconds, then stopped. We didn't investigate. On day 12, the water stopped completely for 8 hours. We rationed, barely drank. Patricia wanted to go check another apartment for bottled water, but I said no. Too risky when we're dehydrated. We waited. Water came back. On day 14, I saw people on the street below, alive, group of 5. They were moving fast. Had weapons, baseball bats. One had a gun. They were heading east toward the river. I banged on the window. They didn't look up. I screamed. Patricia told me to stop. Said I'd draw the infected. I screamed anyway. Desperate. They didn't hear me or didn't care. Kept moving. Disappeared around the corner. We could have left with them, maybe. If we could get down. Like if we could reach the street. But we can't. On day 15, the smell started. Coming from one of the apartments. 911 probably. End of the hall. We haven't checked it yet. The smell is sweet and thick. Death smell. We put towels under our door. Doesn't help much. On day 16, Patricia suggested the balcony. Said maybe we could climb down, use sheets, make a rope. I looked over the edge. 9 floors, 90 feet roughly. Our sheets wouldn't reach halfway. Even if they did, they'd tear. We'd fall. Die on impact or break enough bones that we couldn't move, and then they'd find us. She got angry when I said no. Said I was giving up. Said I was trapping us here. I didn't argue. She's right and she's wrong. I'm not giving up. I'm just being realistic. Today is day 17. Patricia is sleeping. I'm drinking coffee-flavored water from this mug and watching the city rot. There's a fire across the river. Been burning for 3 days. No one's putting it out. Smoke column rises straight up. No wind. Sky is gray with it. I can see the bridges from here. 2 of them. Both are clogged with abandoned cars. Some have bodies on them. Hard to tell from this distance if they're dead or undead. They don't move much either way. Downtown is quiet. No movement. Buildings just stand there empty. Windows broken. Some collapsed. The skyline looks like a mouth missing teeth. At night, there's no light except fires. And sometimes we see flashlights moving. Other survivors. We tried signaling with our flashlight on day 7. Pointed it out the window. Flashed SOS. Someone flashed back. 3 buildings over. We flashed again. They flashed again. And then their light went out and didn't come back. We haven't tried since. The infected don't move much during the day. Heat, maybe. Or light. They're more active at dusk and night. We hear them more then. Groaning in the stairwell. Shuffling in other apartments. Scratching at doors. There are animals sometimes. Dogs mostly. Packs of them. They figured out quickly that humans aren't safe anymore. They run in the streets. Hunt the infected sometimes. We watched a pack take down one of them last week. Tore it apart. Infected don't feel pain, so it didn't scream. Just kept trying to grab them while they ripped chunks off. Nature adapting, finding a way. We're not, though. We're just stuck. Patricia is awake. I can hear her in the bathroom. We pee in bottles now, mostly. Save the toilet for solids. Every flush uses gallons, and we can't spare it. Last she comes out, looks at me. Her hair is greasy. We haven't showered since day 9. Baby wipes and hand sanitizer. That's how we clean. We smell like sweat and fear. Morning, she says. Afternoon, I correct. She nods. Sits on the couch, picks at her nails. They're ragged. She bites them. New habit. We need to check another apartment, I say. Which one? 909, between us and the smell. She thinks about it. What if there's someone in there, like 905? Then we leave them alone, but we need to know what we have access to. Okay. We prepare. That means I get the bat. Patricia gets a kitchen knife. We put on shoes. Tie them tight. Wear long sleeves even though it's warm. Protection. Bites go through fabric sometimes, but at least it's a layer. I move the couch away from the door, slowly. Quietly. Check the peephole. Hallway is empty. I unlock the deadbolt. Turn the handle. Open the door 6 inches. Listen. Nothing. Just the smell. Stronger out here. We step into the hallway. I close our door behind us. Don't lock it. Need quick access to retreat. 909 is 2 doors down. I approach slowly. Patricia behind me. Hand on my back. Her touch is light. Grounding. I listen at the door. No sound. No movement. I knock softly. 3 taps. Nothing. Try the handle. Locked. Of course. I have the screwdriver. I wedge it into the gap between door and frame. Above the lock. Apply pressure. The frame is cheap. Builder grade. It cracks. I work the screwdriver deeper. More pressure. The lock plate pulls away from the wood. Door swings open. The smell hits us. Not death smell. Worse. Spoiled food. Garbage. Human waste. The apartment is dark. Curtains closed. Hello? I call softly. Anyone here? No response. We step inside. I hold the bat ready. Patricia stays close. Living room is a mess. Food containers everywhere. Empty. Moldy. Flies buzz around them. Someone was here, recently, ate everything, left the trash. Kitchen is the same, cupboards open, empty. Fridge door hanging wide, everything inside rotted. The smell is coming from in there. Let's check the bedroom, Patricia whispers. We move toward the hallway. Bathroom door is open. Toilet is full, hasn't been flushed. I don't look close. Bedroom door is closed. I press my ear against it. Nothing. Turn the handle. Push it open. The bedroom is dark, curtains drawn. I can make out a shape on the bed. Someone lying down, not moving. Hello? I say again. The shape doesn't respond. Patricia turns on the flashlight and points it at the bed. It's a man, middle-aged, lying on his back, eyes closed, skin is pale, waxy. He's dead. But he's been dead a while, days at least, and he hasn't turned. That's not normal. Everyone turns. That's the rule. You die, you come back. Unless... Patricia moves closer, shines the light on his arms, track marks, needle marks, fresh ones, and old ones. Lots of them. Overdose, she says. There are pill bottles on the nightstand, empty, and a spoon, burned underneath. He killed himself. Drugs. Enough to stop his heart. And somehow that stopped him from turning. We should go, I say. Wait. Patricia is looking at the nightstand. There's something else. She picks up a piece of paper, reads it. It's a note, she says, to whoever finds him. What's it say? She reads aloud. I'm not waiting to see what happens. I'm not turning into one of those things. I'm not starving to death. I'm choosing this. If you're reading this, good luck. Cabinet above the fridge. I left what I could. We go back to the kitchen. Check the cabinet above the fridge. There's stuff there. 2 cans of soup, box of crackers, 3 bottles of water. He saved this for whoever came next. Killed himself and left supplies for strangers. Patricia is crying, silent tears running down her face. We take the supplies, leave the body, close the apartment door behind us. Back in our place, Patricia sits on the couch and stares at nothing. I put the supplies away, add them to our inventory. 3 more cans, 3 bottles of water, box of crackers. Buys us maybe 4 more days, and one dead man who chose his own end, who left a note, and who thought about people he'd never meet even while dying. I don't know if that's kindness or insanity. Patricia speaks without looking at me. Do you think about it? About what? Ending it, like he did. I don't answer right away. Honest answer is yes. I think about it every day. When I'm staring out the window, when I'm lying awake at night, when I'm counting the dwindling cans and doing the math on how long we have. But I don't say that. No, I lie. We're going to make it through this. She looks at me then, eyes red. Don't bullshit me, Andrew. Not now, not after everything. So I tell her the truth. Yeah, I think about it. I think about how easy it would be. How much simpler, no more fear, no more waiting, just done. Why don't you? Because you're here. Because I can't leave you alone. Because maybe tomorrow something changes. She nods slowly. Same. We sit in silence. 2 people trapped in 950 square feet, admitting they want to die but won't because the other person is there. That's marriage during the apocalypse, I guess. The sun is going down. I can see it through the window. Sky turning orange and red. Beautiful. Doesn't care that the world ended. Patricia gets up, goes to the kitchen, starts preparing dinner. Ramen tonight? We have 17 packets left. She boils water on the camping stove, pours in the noodles, waits. I watch her. She's lost weight. We both have. Her clothes hang loose, collarbones visible, face thinner. She was always careful about her weight before. Counted calories, Worked out. Now she's thin and doesn't care. She serves the ramen in 2 bowls. We eat on the couch. It's salty and hot and tastes like survival. We need to try 911 soon, I say between bites, where the smell is coming from. Why? There's nothing alive in there. Might be supplies, might be something useful. It's going to be bad. Worse than the others. Probably. She eats more noodles. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow. We finish eating. I wash the bowls with a little water. Patricia brushes her teeth with a tiny bit of water. We're down to half a tube of toothpaste. When it runs out, we'll use baking soda. When that runs out, we'll stop brushing. Small degradations, that's how it happens. Not all at once, just piece by piece. Letting go of things that used to matter. We play cards, poker. I win 3 hands, she wins 2. We're not keeping score. The act of playing is enough. Around 10 p.m., we hear the sounds start, and the stairwell wakes up. Groaning, shuffling. They're more active at night. We don't know why. Maybe cooler temperatures. Maybe something in their degraded brains responding to darkness. Patricia gets into bed. I join her. We lie on our backs, not touching, staring at the ceiling. Tell me something, she says. Like what? Anything. From before. Something good. I think. Memories feel distant, like they happened to different people. Remember our honeymoon, I say? That little bed and breakfast in Vermont? With the weird owner who kept bringing us pie? Mrs. Danforth, yeah. She brought us 4 different pies in 3 days. Patricia laughs, quiet and sad. You ate so much, you got sick. Worth it. That blueberry pie was incredible. It was okay. It was incredible, and you know it. She's quiet for a moment. And then, I'd eat that pie right now, even if it made me sick. I'd eat the whole thing. Me too. We fall silent, thinking about pie, about Vermont, about a world where the worst thing that could happen was eating too much dessert. Sleep doesn't come easy, never does. I drift in and out, half awake, listening to the building, listening to Patricia breathe, listening to things that aren't there. Sometime in the deep night, I hear scratching, soft, persistent, coming from the door. I get up slowly. Patricia stirs but doesn't wake. I grab the bat, move to the living room. The scratching continues, not urgent, just steady. Like something on the other side is exploring the door with its hands. Testing, searching. I look through the peephole. It's dark in the hallway. Emergency lights must have died. I can barely make out a shape. Someone's standing at our door, swaying slightly. The scratching stops. The shape moves away. I hear shuffling, getting quieter. It's gone. I stand there for 10 minutes, making sure. Nothing else comes. I go back to bed. Patricia's awake. What was it? She whispers. One of them. Just passing by. Okay. She moves closer, puts her head on my chest. I put my arm around her. We lie like that until morning light starts filtering through the curtains. Day 18. We eat crackers for breakfast, drink water. Patricia checks her log. We're using water faster than expected. 10 days left at current consumption, maybe 12 if we cut back more. We need to find more, she says. I know. The apartments we haven't checked, one of them has to have something. Maybe. Or we need to try the stairwell. Go down. Find another floor. No, too risky. We can't just stay here and run out. We'll figure something out. How? What's the plan, Andrew? I don't have one. That's the truth. We're just delaying. Waiting. For what? I don't know. Rescue that isn't coming. The infected to die off. A miracle. Today we check 911, I say. See what's there. Then we reassess. She doesn't look satisfied, but she nods. We prepare like yesterday. Bat, knife, shoes, long sleeves. Check the hallway. Empty. Out we go. The smell is overwhelming near 911. Sweet rot. It gets in your mouth, coats your throat. Patricia ties a shirt around her face. I do the same. Doesn't help much. The door is slightly ajar. Not open, just not closed completely. That's wrong. Doors don't open themselves. I push it with the bat. It swings inward. The smell intensifies. I can taste it. Inside is dark. Curtains closed like the others. I shine the flashlight around. The living room is destroyed. Furniture overturned. Couch torn apart. Stuffing everywhere. Blood on the walls, dried and brown. Lots of it. Maybe we shouldn't, Patricia says behind me. We're here. Might as well look. We step inside. The floor is sticky. Something leaked and dried. I don't look down. Kitchen is worse. The fridge is open. Contents rotted and spilled out. Maggots everywhere. Writing on them. Fat and white. The smell is coming from here mostly. Cupboards are open. Empty. Someone cleaned them out. Before or after what happened here, I don't know. Bedroom? I say. We move down the hallway. Bathroom door is closed. Bedroom door is open. The bedroom is where it gets bad. There are bodies. 3 of them, on the floor, in various stages of decay. 2 adults, 1 child, maybe 10 years old. They're not intact, torn apart, pieces missing, limbs at wrong angles, faces unrecognizable. Patricia makes a sound, turns away. I hear her throwing up in the hallway. I make myself look, make myself understand what happened here. This wasn't infection, this was feeding. The infected got in somehow. Maybe the door was open, maybe they broke it. They found the family, and they fed. There's a gun on the floor near one of the bodies. Empty. Slide locked back. He tried to fight. Didn't matter. I back out of the room, close the door. Patricia is leaning against the wall, wiping her mouth. Let's go, I say. Did you find anything? No. Nothing? Nothing we can use. We leave, close the apartment door, go back to ours, lock ourselves in, move the couch back. Patricia goes to the bathroom. I hear water running. She's washing her face, using precious water. I don't stop her. I sit on the floor, stare at nothing. That family, they survived for a while. Had a gun, had supplies, then somehow the infected got in. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they got unlucky. Doesn't matter. Result is the same. That's going to be us eventually. Some mistake. Some bit of bad luck. The door doesn't hold. They figure out how to climb. The building collapses. Starvation. Dehydration. Disease. We're not surviving. We're just dying slower than everyone else. Patricia comes back. Sits next to me. She doesn't say anything. Just sits. We stay like that for an hour, maybe more. Time moves strange. Finally, she speaks. There are 3 apartments left. 912, 913, and 914. Yeah. We need to check them. Yeah. Today? I don't want to. Don't want to find more bodies, more evidence of failure. But she's right. We need to know what's there. Okay. Give me a few minutes. I get up, drink some water, splash a little on my face, look at myself in the bathroom mirror. I look like hell. Beard is coming in patchy. Eyes are sunken. I've aged years and weeks. Patricia is waiting by the door, bat in hand. She took it from me without asking. Fine, I'll use the knife. We go back out, past 911. Don't look at it. Keep moving. 912 is next. I try the handle. Locked. I work the screwdriver into the frame. It takes longer this time. Wood is harder. I'm getting tired. Finally, it gives. Door opens. The apartment is empty. Not abandoned. Empty. No furniture. No nothing. just bare walls and carpet. Someone was moving in, Patricia says, or out. Either way, there's nothing here. We close the door, move to 913. This one's unlocked. Door swings open easily. Inside is normal, lived in. Apartment belongs to someone. Photos on the walls, furniture arranged, TV mounted. Hello? I call out. No answer. We search carefully. Living room is clear. Kitchen has supplies, canned goods. Maybe 10 cans. Vegetables mostly. Corn, green beans, peas. Not much protein, but it's something. We load them into our bag, check the bathroom. Empty. Shower curtain is torn, hanging half off the rod. Bedroom door is closed. I approach slowly. Listen. Nothing. Open the door. Woman on the bed. Older. 60 maybe. Lying on her back. Not moving. Dressed in a nightgown. Hands folded on her chest. Eyes closed. She looks peaceful, like she's sleeping. But she's not breathing. Hasn't been for days. And she hasn't turned. Like the man in 909. Dead, but not undead. Patricia checks her arms. No marks. No bites. Nothing. Natural causes, maybe. Heart attack. Stroke. Old age catching up at the worst possible time. She died alone. In bed. No one to help her. No one to know. Just stopped breathing, and that was it. We take what supplies we can. Leave her lying there. We don't have a way to move the body. Don't have a place to put it. She'll stay in that bed until the building falls down. One apartment left. 914. End of the hall. Corner unit like 901 on the other side. We're both exhausted. The day is wearing on us. But we're this close. Might as well finish. 914's door is barricaded. We can see it through the gap. Furniture piled against it from inside. Same as 905. I knock. Hello? Anyone in there? Silence. Then movement. Footsteps. Coming closer. A voice. Male. Rough. Who's that? Andrew and Patricia. From 904, we're not infected. We're just checking apartments. Looking for supplies. How do I know you're not infected? We're talking to you. They don't talk. Long pause. More footsteps. Moving away. Coming back. I'm not opening the door, the voice says. We're not asking you to. Just wanted you to know we're here. In case you need anything. I don't need anything. Okay. If you change your mind, we're in 904. No response. Footsteps moving away. That's 2 apartments with survivors who won't communicate. 905 and 914. 2 people alone and scared and not willing to take a chance on neighbors. I don't blame them. We go back to our apartment, unload the supplies, canned vegetables. Not great, but food is food. Patricia updates her log. We have 23 cans total now, plus the ramen, plus the crackers. Maybe 3 weeks if we're careful. Water is still the problem. 10 days. Maybe less. We need to talk about the stairwell, Patricia says. No. Andrew, we can't just pretend it's not an option. It's not an option. It's suicide. So is staying here. We don't know that. Yes, we do. You're just afraid to admit it. She's right. I am afraid. Terrified. The thought of going down those stairs, into the dark, with them, trying to fight through them, getting cornered, torn apart. But she's also right that staying might be worse. Slow death versus fast, starvation versus being eaten. Let me think about it, I say. How long? I don't know. A few days. Let me figure out a plan. She nods. I goes to the bedroom. Closes the door. I hear her crying, muffled. She doesn't want me to hear. I sit on the couch. Look out the window. The fire across the river is still burning. Smoke fills the sky. What would a plan even look like? We'd need weapons. Real ones. The bat is okay for 1 or 2, but there are dozens in that stairwell. maybe more. We'd need armor, protection from bites, thick clothing, duct tape, something. We'd need light, flashlights. The stairwell is dark. We'd be fighting blind. We'd need an exit strategy, a way to get out of the building. The lobby is probably full of them. We'd have to find another way. Emergency exit, loading dock, something. All of this assumes we can fight through them, that we don't get overwhelmed, that we don't trip, don't freeze up, don't make a mistake. The odds are bad, really bad. But the alternative is sitting here counting cans until we run out, then counting days until we die. Maybe bad odds are better than no odds. I start making a list. Things we need, things we can make. A plan forming despite my fear. Patricia comes out an hour later, eyes red but composed. "I'm sorry," she says. "I shouldn't have pushed. You were right. We need to consider it. I'm working on a plan." "Really?" "Yeah, not ready yet. But I'm thinking about it." She sits next to me, looks at my notes. "What do we need?" "Protection, weapons, light," wrote. "When?" "Not yet. We need to prepare. Maybe a week. We use that time to get ready, make what we can, then we try." Okay. We spend the evening working on it, making plans. It feels good to have a purpose, something to work toward instead of just waiting. Now we go through our apartment, take inventory of everything, not just food, everything. We have 2 flashlights, the camping stove with 3 fuel canisters, the baseball bat, 4 kitchen knives, duct tape, rope, sheets, towels, clothing, a first aid kit with bandages and antiseptic, aspirin, the screwdriver and hammer, plastic bottles, pens, paper, books. Not much, but maybe enough. Patricia suggests we reinforce our clothing, make armor out of what we have. We take a winter coat, heavy. She duct tapes magazines to the inside, over the chest and back, protection from bites. It's bulky, but it might work. We do the same with my jacket. Use duct tape and cardboard, layer it, tape it tight. Our arms need protection too. She wraps duct tape around our forearms, sticky side out, then wraps again, tape on tape, creates a thick layer, hard to bite through. Legs are harder. We settle for jeans, double layered, one pair under another. Tape the cuffs so nothing can reach up. We look ridiculous, like we're wearing homemade spacesuits. But it's something. Testing them is another issue. We can't exactly fight one of them safely to see if it works. We'll find out when it matters. Weapons. The bat is good, heavy, solid. But we need more. Patricia sharpens the kitchen knives, uses a sharpening stone we have for some reason. Gets them razor sharp. We attach one knife to a broom handle, use duct tape, lots of it. Makes a spear, gives us reach. She tests it by stabbing a pillow. Knife holds, good enough. We keep another knife for close work, and a third is backup. Light. We have 2 flashlights. Plus, my phone has a light. Battery is at 40%. Been conserving it. No point saving it now if we're leaving. We test the flashlights. Both work. Batteries are okay. Not great, but okay. Route. This is the hardest part. We don't know what's below us. Don't know how many infected are in the stairwell. Don't know what the lobby looks like. Our best guess is to go down fast. Fight through anything in the way. Get to ground floor. Find an exit that isn't the main lobby. Service entrance. Loading dock. Fire exit. Once outside, we head east, toward the river. We saw survivors going that way. Maybe there's something there. A camp. A safe zone. Something. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. Day 19. We spend it preparing, testing our gear. Patricia practices with the bat. I practice with the spear. We move furniture. Create a clear path to the door. When we go, we need to go fast. and we eat more than usual, build our strength. We'll need energy for what's coming. That night we don't sleep much, both of us lying awake, thinking. Tomorrow we're doing this, actually attempting to leave. I hold Patricia's hand. She squeezes back. No words, just contact, reassurance. We're in this together. Morning comes eventually. Day 20, the day we leave or die trying. We get dressed in our armor, coat with magazines, jacket with cardboard, duct tape on arms, double jeans, shoes tied tight. We look insane. We eat a big breakfast, oatmeal, crackers, water, fill our stomachs. Who knows when we'll eat again? We pack a bag, small backpack with supplies, water bottles, canned food, first aid kit, the essentials. Patricia carries it. I need my hands free for the spear. We stand at the door, both of us breathing hard, the hearts pounding. Ready? I ask. No, but let's go anyway. I move the couch, unlock the door, check the peephole. Hallway is empty. I open the door slowly. We step out. Patricia closes it behind us. We're committed now. The hallway's quiet. Too quiet. Just the smell from 911 and the normal building sounds. Settling, creaking. We move toward the stairwell door. I'm in front, spear ready. Patricia behind me with the bat. At the door I stop. Listen, I can hear them down there, moving around, groaning. They're awake, active. I look back at Patricia. She nods. I open the door. The smell hits us first. Worse than 9/11. Rot and waste and something chemical. The stairwell is dark. Emergency lights are dead. Only light comes from the door we just opened. I shine the flashlight down. The stairs go down into darkness. I can see shapes moving on the landing below. 3 floors down, maybe. They react to the light, start making noise. That wet rattling. Alert call. More shapes appear, coming out of the darkness, drawn by the noise and light. Go, Patricia says. Now, before more come. We start down. I'm in front. Spear aimed forward, flashlight in my other hand. Patricia right behind me. Bat ready. First flight of stairs is clear. We make it to the landing between 9 and 8. The door to the 8th floor is closed. Doesn't matter. We're going down. Second flight. Something moves below us. Coming up. I shine the light. It's the commuter, the one in the suit. Face half gone. It sees us. Starts climbing faster. I got it, I say. I brace. Let it come. When it's close enough, I thrust with the spear. Aim for the head. A knife catches it in the eye socket. Punches through. It stops moving. Drops. I pull the spear free. Shake off the gore. Keep moving. Third flight. 2 more coming up. Patricia moves beside me, swings the bat, catches one in the head. Skull cracks. It falls. I get the other one with the spear, through the throat. Not a kill shot. It keeps coming. I thrust again. This time the head. It drops. We're at the landing between 8 and 7 now. More noise below us. They know we're here. They're coming. Faster, Patricia says. We run down the next flight, hit the 7th floor landing. The door is open. 3 of them come through. We're trapped between them and whatever's below. Patricia swings, connects. One goes down. I stab another. The third grabs at me. Fingers catch my jacket. The cardboard armor holds. I pull away, then thrust the spear into its face. It lets go. Falls. We push past, keep going down. 6th floor, 5th floor. They're everywhere now. Coming up from below, coming out of floor doors. The stairwell is filling with them. My arms are burning. Spear is heavy. I keep thrusting, over and over. Patricia is screaming, not fear screams, battle screams, rage. The bat connects again and again. Wet sounds, crunching. 4th floor. Something grabs my leg. I look down. One of them, crawling. No legs. The janitor. Its mouth is open, going for my calf. The jeans hold. I kick. It doesn't let go. I stab down with the spear. Miss. Stab again. Connect. It releases. We're slowing down. There are too many. They're pressing in. We can't move fast enough. 3rd floor. The landing is packed. 6 of them, maybe more, blocking the way. We have to go through, I shout. Patricia is beside me. We charge. I'm swinging the spear like a club now. No room to thrust, just hitting, knocking them aside. Patricia is doing the same with the bat. We're pushing through bodies. They're grabbing, biting. The armor holds, mostly. Something tears at my arm. Pain. Sharp. I look. One of them got through the duct tape. Teeth in my forearm. Not deep. I pull away. Skin, tears. Blood. I keep moving. 2nd floor. We're almost there. Almost to the ground. Then we can get out. Just a little further. The door to the 2nd floor is open. I can see through it. The hallway beyond is full, packed with infected. They're pouring into the stairwell. We can't, Patricia says. There's too many. She's right. We're not going to make it. There are dozens. More coming. And we're going to get overwhelmed, torn apart. Back, I say. Go back up. We turn, start climbing, fighting our way back. They're behind us now, too. We're surrounded, trapped. We make it to the 3rd floor landing. Patricia pulls the door open. We stumble through. She slams it shut behind us, leans against it. The door shudders. They're on the other side, pushing, pounding. Help me, she says. I drop the spear. We brace against the door. It keeps shuddering. The lock won't hold long. We need to block it, I say. We look around. 3rd floor hallway. Same layout as ours. Apartment doors. No furniture out here. There, Patricia points. Fire extinguisher on the wall in a cabinet. I grab it, wedge it against the door handle. Not much, but something. The pounding continues, relentless. They're going to get through, Patricia says. I know. What do we do? Find somewhere to hide, wait them out. Where? Pick an apartment, any apartment. We move down the hall. Try doors. First 3 are locked, 4th opens. We go inside. Close and lock it behind us. The apartment is abandoned, similar layout to ours. We check it quickly. No infected. Some supplies left, not much. We can hear them in the hallway. The door we blocked is giving way. The fire extinguisher clatters to the floor. Footsteps. Lots of them. They're in the hallway now. We go to the bedroom, farthest room from the front door. Close that door too. Push a dresser in front of it. Patricia's checking my arm. The bite broke skin. Not deep, but it's bleeding. Does this mean... She trails off. I don't know. The infection spreads through bites. Everyone knows that. But how fast? How much contact? I wasn't bitten hard. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe I'm lying to myself. She cleans it with antiseptic from the first aid kit, wraps it in gauze. Her hands are shaking. It's going to be fine, I say. Don't. What? Don't lie to me. Not now. Fair enough. We sit on the floor, backs against the wall, listening. The infected are searching the hallway, trying doors. Ours is locked. Hopefully they'll move on. An hour passes, maybe more. The noise in the hallway quiets. They're losing interest, drifting back to wherever they were before we stirred them up. My arm throbs. I can feel my pulse in the wound. Patricia is watching me, looking for signs. How long until we know? She asks. Few hours, maybe. The ones we saw turn did it fast. Few minutes to few hours. And if you don't turn, then maybe the bite wasn't enough. Maybe I'm okay. We wait. Nothing to do but wait. I feel normal. Scared, exhausted, but normal. No fever, no aggression, No loss of cognitive function. 2 hours, 3, I'm still here, still me. I think I'm okay, I say. Patricia nods. She's been crying silently, relief now. We need a new plan, she says. Yeah, that one didn't work. Understatement. We barely made it down 3 floors. We're not fighting our way out. Not with dozens of them, not with just a bat and a spear. We're stuck here now, I say. Different floor, same problem? Yeah. We explore the apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, same size as ours. Kitchen has some supplies. Few cans, crackers, bottles of water. The person who lived here left in a hurry or died elsewhere. And the view is similar. Can see the street, the river. Different angle, but same dead city. We can't go back to our apartment, Patricia says. No. Stairwell is too active now. They'll be watching that door for a while. So we're stuck here. For now. We settle in. Make the bedroom our safe space. The dresser stays against the door. We have supplies for a few days. After that, we'll figure something out. That night, we lie on a stranger's bed, in a stranger's apartment, 3 floors below where we started. No better off than before. Worse, really. My arm hurts. We're running out of options. I'm sorry, Patricia says in the dark. For what? For pushing. For making us try. I wanted to try too. It was the right call. Just didn't work out. What do we do now? Survive another day, then another, and that's all we can do. She moves closer. I put my arm around her. We lie there listening to the building, to them, to the world ending slowly outside. Day 21. My arm is infected. Not the virus. Regular infection. Bacteria. The wound is red and swollen. Hurts worse than yesterday. Patricia cleans it again, changes the bandage. We don't have antibiotics, just antiseptic and hope. We eat crackers for breakfast, drink water, take inventory. This apartment has less than our old one. Maybe a week of food, less water, 4 bottles. We need to check other apartments on this floor, I say. Can you move? I can move. We gear up again, less armor this time, just thick clothes. The tape and cardboard were shredded in the fight. Not worth rebuilding. We still have the bat. The spear knife came loose. Just a bat now. And then a kitchen knife from this apartment. The hallway is quiet. We check the peephole first. Can't see much. Open the door slowly. 3 infected are standing in the hallway. Just standing. Swaying, not moving with purpose. One looks at us. The others don't react. We close the door quietly. Lock it. We can't go out there, Patricia says. Not right now. We wait. They'll drift away eventually. We spend the day in the apartment. Staying quiet. I sleep some. Feverish. The infection in my arm is getting worse. I can feel heat radiating from the wound. Patricia reads from a book she found. Some thriller. She's not really reading, just staring at the pages, pretending normalcy. Night comes. I'm getting worse. Chills now. Sweating. The infection is spreading. I can see red lines going up my arm. Blood poisoning, maybe. You need antibiotics, Patricia says. Don't have any. There might be some in another apartment. Can't check. They're in the hallway. I'll go. No. Andrew, you're going to die if we don't do something. Then I die. You're not going out there. She's quiet for a long time. Then, what if I can distract them? Lead them away? How? Noise. From the other end of the hall. I make noise. They go investigate. I loop back and check apartments. Too risky. You have a better idea? I don't. My arm feels like it's on fire. The fever is making it hard to think. Maybe her plan could work. Maybe it's suicide. Can't tell the difference right now. Okay, I say. But careful. Don't take chances. She nods. starts preparing. Takes the bat, takes the kitchen knife, checks the peephole again. 2 of them now, she says. Well, the third one must have wandered off. Good. She waits, watching through the peephole. After 10 minutes, the 2 infected drift apart. One goes toward the far end of the hall, the other goes into an apartment. Now, she says. She opens the door, slips out. I watch through the peephole. She moves quickly to the far end of the hall, away from our door. She bangs on a wall, loud, 3 times. The infected come out of rooms. Moving toward the sound, she bangs again. They're converging on her location. She runs past them. Fast. They turn. Follow. She leads them away. Around a corner, out of sight. Now the hallway's clear. For a minute. Maybe 2. I push myself up. Grab the knife. My arm screams. Ignore it. I go out into the hall. Nearest apartment. Door is locked. No time to break it. Next one. Also locked. Third one. Unlocked. I push inside. Quick search. Living room. Kitchen. No medicine cabinet. Bathroom. There. Mirror cabinet above the sink. I open it. Bottles. Toothpaste. Shaving cream. Prescription bottles. I grab them all. Don't have time to read labels. Shove them in my pockets. Back out to the hallway. Patricia hasn't returned yet. I hear noise from around the corner, banging. She's still leading them away. Another apartment. Door open. I go in. Bathroom. Medicine cabinet. More bottles. I'm grabbing them when I hear Patricia scream. Not a battle scream. Fear. Pain. I run. My arm is useless. Knife in my good hand. I round the corner. She's on the ground. 2 infected on her. She's holding them off with the bat. Barely. One has her leg. Trying to bite through the jeans. I charge. Stab the first one in the head. It drops. The second one turns toward me. I stab it in the throat. Not a kill. It grabs me. We fall. I'm on my back. It's on top of me. Mouth open. Going for my face. Patricia swings the bat. Connects with its skull. It goes limp. Falls on me. I push it off. We're both on the ground, breathing hard. You okay? I ask. It bit me. Where? She shows me. Her calf. Through the jeans. Deep. Blood soaking the fabric. No, not her. Not Patricia. Maybe it's not enough, I say. Like mine. Maybe you'll be okay. She's crying. We both know. This isn't like mine. This is a full bite. Deep puncture wounds. How long do I have? She asks. I don't know. A few hours, maybe. She nods, wipes her eyes. Then we need to get you those antibiotics. Make sure you live. We help each other up. Limp back to the apartment. Lock the door. I empty my pockets. Look at the bottles I grabbed. Most are useless. Blood pressure medication, antidepressants, cholesterol meds. But one bottle, amoxicillin, antibiotic, prescribed to someone named Danielle Reed, expired 6 months ago, better than nothing. I take 2 pills. Patricia makes me drink water. She cleans my wound again, changes the bandage. Then I clean hers. The bite is bad, ragged. I can see muscle. I use all the antiseptic we have. Bandage it tight. Won't matter. The infection is already in her bloodstream. We sit on the couch. She's shaking. From the bite or shock or both. How do you feel? I ask. Scared. Physically. Normal. For now. We wait. Watch her for signs. Fever. Aggression. The cloudy eyes. An hour passes. She's sweating. Fever starting. It's happening, she says. I know. Andrew, when I turn, you need to. Don't. You need to. I don't want to be one of them. I don't want to hurt you. I can't. You have to. Promise me. I can't speak. Just nod. She leans against me. I hold her. Feel her shaking. Fever rising. Another hour, she's getting worse, muttering, not making sense. Her eyes are losing focus. Patricia. She doesn't respond, just stares at nothing. Patricia, can you hear me? Nothing. Her breathing changes, slower, deeper. Something is changing inside her. I ease her down onto the couch. She doesn't resist, doesn't acknowledge me. I pick up the bat, stand over her, hands shaking. I can't do this. Can't kill my wife. Can't watch her turn either. She convulses, once, twice. Her eyes open. Not her eyes. Wrong eyes. Cloudy, unfocused. She sits up, looks around, sees me. For a moment, I think maybe she's still in there. Maybe she recognizes me. Then she lunges. I swing the bat. Reflexive, self-preservation. It connects with her head. She drops. I stand there, bat in hand, looking down at Patricia, my wife, the person I've loved for 8 years, dead on the floor of a stranger's apartment because I hit her with a baseball bat. I drop the bat, fall to my knees, start screaming. Don't care if they hear me. Don't care about anything anymore. The scream turns to sobbing. I crawl to her, hold her. She's still warm, still looks like Patricia, just sleeping. But she's not sleeping. She's dead. And I killed her. I don't know how long I stay like that. Hours, maybe. Day turns to night. I'm still on the floor, still holding her. Eventually, I move. Not because I want to. Because I have to. Can't leave her like this. Can't let her decay. I pull her to the bedroom. Lay her on the bed. Cover her with sheets. Close her eyes. She looks peaceful, like she's resting. I sit on the edge of the bed. My arm still hurts, but the fever is fading. The antibiotics are working. I'm going to live. Patricia isn't. I should feel something. Grief, anger, something. Instead, I just feel hollow, empty, like something fundamental broke inside me. The building is quiet. The infected have settled down. I can hear them moving occasionally, but they're not active. I'm alone now. Truly alone. No one to talk to. No one to plan with. Just me in a stranger's apartment with my dead wife in the next room. Day 22. I wake up on the couch. Didn't mean to sleep. Just passed out from exhaustion. Patricia is still in the bedroom. I check on her. She hasn't come back. Stays dead. Small mercy. My arm is better. Still infected, but the antibiotics are working. The red lines are fading. I'll live. For what that's worth. I eat because I have to. Can of soup, cold. Don't bother heating it. Just dump it in my mouth. Tastes like nothing. I should leave this apartment. Find somewhere else. But where? Can't go back up to 9. Can't go down. Stuck on 3. Could check other apartments here. Look for more supplies, more medicine. But why? For what purpose? So I can live a few more weeks? Then what? I sit on the couch, stare at the wall. Hours pass. Don't move, don't think. Just exist. Night comes. I don't turn on lights. Just sit in the dark, listening to the building, to them, to nothing. This is what it's come to. Waiting to die. Not even the energy to do it myself. Day 23. Still here, still breathing. I check my arm. Infection is clearing. I'll be fine. Physically. Mentally, I'm gone. Checked out. The part of me that cared about survival died with Patricia. I should bury her or move her. Something. But I can't make myself do it. She stays in the bedroom. I stay in the living room. We occupy the same space but separate. No food left in this apartment. Ate the last can yesterday. Water is gone too. Drank the last bottle. Should check other apartments. Should find more supplies. Don't move. Just sit. Day 24. Thirst forces me up. Can't ignore it anymore. Throat is raw. Head hurts. I take the knife. Check the hallway. Empty. I move to the next apartment. Door is unlocked. Inside is ransacked. Someone was here before me. Took everything useful. Cupboards empty. No water. Next apartment. Same. Someone went through the whole floor. Cleaned it out. I find half a bottle of water in a bathroom. Drink it. Tastes like plastic, but I don't care. Keep searching. Find crackers. Stale. Eat them anyway. Find a can of green beans. Take it. Back to the apartment. Lock myself in. Sit on the couch. Patricia is starting to smell. Can't ignore it anymore. The bedroom door is closed, but the smell seeps through. I should deal with it. Should move her. Can't. Day 25. The smell is unbearable. I can't stay here. I wrap Patricia in the sheets. Can't look at her face. Just bundle her up. Drag her to the balcony. The balcony is small. 3 floors up. I ease her over the railing. Let go. She falls. Lands in the alley below. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I can't live with the smell. I can't sleep knowing she's decomposing in the next room. The apartment smells better now. Still has the lingering odor, but it's fading. I'm a monster. I killed my wife. Then I threw her off a balcony. What's left of me, that's human. Day 26. Found more water. Another apartment. Hidden in the back of a closet. Smart hiding place. Whoever lived here knew to stash supplies. Also found batteries. Useful. My flashlight is dying. I'm checking apartments methodically now. Going through each one, looking for anything useful. It's something to do. Gives me structure, keeps me from thinking. Apartment 307, elderly couple, both dead in bed. Natural causes, not infected. They held hands while dying. Sweet and terrible. Apartment 308, empty. Cleaned out, nothing useful. Apartment 309, the smell apartment, where the family died. I don't go in. Close the door. Move on. Apartment 310, locked. I break it. Inside is someone's office setup. Computer, printer, desk, no food, some water. Take it. Apartment 311, the one we tried first. Where we ended up, I don't go back in. Too many memories. Apartment 312, final one. Corner unit, barricaded door. I knock. Go away, a voice says. Male, older. I'm not infected, just looking for supplies. I said go away. You have food in there? None of your business. I'm starving. Please, just a can or two. Not my problem. I could break in, force the door, take what he has. He's alone, probably unarmed. But I don't. Don't have the energy, don't care enough. I leave. Go back to apartment 311, my new home, such as it is. Day 27. Water is running again. I fill everything I can. Drink as much as I can hold, as the tap is inconsistent. Sometimes flows, sometimes doesn't. No pattern I can figure out. I take a shower. First one in over a week. Water is cold. Don't care. I stand under it and wash off the grime. The blood. The fear. Feels good. For 5 minutes, I feel human. Then I turn off the water and I'm back to reality. Alone, trapped, waiting to die. I look at myself in the mirror. Don't recognize the person looking back. Thin, dirty, eyes are hollow, haunted. This is what survival looks like. This is the cost. Day 28. Heard gunshots this morning. Close, maybe the street below. I look out the window. Group of people running, 5 or 6, armed. They're fighting through infected, trying to reach something. I bang on the window. They don't look up. Keep running. Disappear around a corner. I almost follow. Almost gear up and try the stairwell again. Join them, find other people, but I don't. Stay inside. Safe. Alone. Day 29. Found a radio in apartment 310. Battery powered. I turn it on. Static. I scan through frequencies. More static. Then voices. Refugees at the harbor. Boats leaving. Bring supplies. Military is... The signal cuts out. I adjust the antenna. Try to find it again. Nothing. Just static. But there were voices. Real people. Talking about boats. About harbor. The harbor is across the river. Maybe 2 miles. I can see it from the window, or where it used to be. Too much smoke to see clearly. Boats. Escape. Rescue. Maybe. Or maybe it's old. A recording. Loop playing for people who are already dead. But maybe not. Maybe there's still a chance. I think about it. Really think about it. Could I make it to the harbor? Would require leaving the building, crossing the city. Miles of territory full of infected. Suicide, probably. But staying here is suicide too? Just slower. I spend the day planning. Really planning this time. Not half-assed like before. I need supplies, food, water, weapons. Route planned out. I have the bat. And knives. Not much. I search more apartments. Find a crowbar in 308. Heavy. Good weapon. Better than the bat. Find a backpack. Load it with canned food. Bottles of water. First aid kit. Radio. Batteries. Flashlight. Find a map in a desk drawer. City map. I study it. Mark the route. Riverside Towers to the harbor. Through downtown. Avoid main streets. Use alleys. Side streets. 2 miles. Maybe 3 hours if I move fast. Longer if I have to hide. Fight. Day 30. I'm going today. I made the decision. Not waiting anymore. I dress in thick clothes. Layer them. Jean jacket over a hoodie over a shirt. Double pants. Boots. Taped forearms and shins. Best armor I can make. Crowbar in hand. Knife in belt. Backpack on. I check the apartment one last time. Leave the radio on. Let it scan. Maybe someone will hear it. Find this place. Use the supplies I'm leaving. I go to the door. Check the peephole. Hallway is clear. Deep breath. Open the door. Step out. The hallway is quiet. Emergency lights are flickering, barely holding on. I move to the stairwell. Listen at the door. Hear them below. Not as many as before. Some have drifted, starved, rotted. I open the door. Start down. Crowbar ready. First flight is clear, second flight. Something moves in the shadows. I swing. Connect. It drops. Keep moving. Third floor to second. Second to first. They're here but scattered. Weak. I push through. Hit anything that gets close. Ground floor, the lobby. I can see daylight through the front doors. Glass is broken. Doors are open. Infected are in the lobby. Maybe 10. They see me. Start moving. I run. Don't fight. Just run. Through them. Dodging. One grabs my backpack. I twist. Break free. Keep running. Out the doors. Into the street. Sunlight blinds me for a second. I stumble. Catch myself. The street is full of them. Dozens. Hundreds maybe. All around. But they're slow. Weak. I can outrun them. I head east. Toward the harbor. Toward boats. Toward whatever chance exists. Behind me, the Riverside Towers stand silent. 9 floors of death and memories. Patricia is in the alley, buried in rubble and trash. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm alive, and I'm going to stay that way. I run. The city moves past me in pieces. Broken windows, burned cars, bodies in the street. Some moving, most not. I keep to the alleys. Side streets. Avoid the main roads where they congregate. Block by block, step by step, closer to the harbor, I hear groaning behind me. They're following, not fast but persistent. I can't stop, can't rest. A pack of dogs crosses my path. Feral, they look at me. I look at them. They move on. Not interested. Everything is hunting. Everything is hunted. New food chain, new rules. I'm passing through what used to be downtown. Office buildings, banks, all empty now. Wind blows through broken windows. Papers scatter in the street. I see movement in a second-floor window. Someone watching me. Alive. They don't call out, don't signal, just watch as I pass. Everyone is alone now. Everyone is hiding. No community, no cooperation, just survival. Another block. I'm getting close. I can smell the river. Salt and rot. Turn a corner. The street opens up. I can see the harbor, the water, and boats. There are boats. Dozens of them. Some are moving, leaving. Others are docked. Loading people. Military is there. I can see uniforms, guns. They're organizing evacuation, checking people, making sure they're not infected. I run faster. Down the hill, toward the docks, almost there. Something grabs my ankle. I fall. Face hits pavement, teeth crack. Blood in my mouth. I roll over, one of them. Crawling, no legs, just dragging itself. It's got my ankle, pulling me toward its mouth. I kick. My boot connects with its face, doesn't let go. I kick again, harder. Teeth break. Still holding on. I grab the crowbar, swing down, hit its skull, once, twice, 3 times. It lets go. Goes still. I stand, spit blood, check my teeth with my tongue. One is loose, not gone. I'll live. Keep moving. Down to the docks. People are there. Lines of them. Waiting. Military is checking them. One by one. Looking for bites. For infection. I join the line. Backpack over my shoulder. Crowbar in hand. Blood on my face. People look at me. Step away. I must look insane. Probably am. The line moves slowly. So slowly. I keep checking behind me. Looking for infected. They're coming. Following the crowd, the military is shooting them, keeping them back. But there are so many. I turn. Soldier looks at me, young, maybe 20. He's scared. Everyone is scared. You bit? He asks. No. Show me your arms. I do. The bite from days ago is visible. Scarred over, but visible. That's a bite, he says. Old one. I didn't turn. How old? Week ago, maybe more. I'm fine. He looks uncertain, calls over an officer. Older woman. She examines my arm. This is healed, she says. If you were going to turn, you would have by now. So I can get on? Where are you coming from? Riverside Towers, 9th floor. Been there since the beginning. Alone? Now, yes. She nods. Understands what that means. Get on the boat. 3rd one down. They're taking people to the island. Safe zone. Quarantine first, then integration. Thank you. I move past them. Down the dock. 3rd boat. It's a ferry. Big. Holds maybe 200 people. Already half full. I board. Find a spot. Sit down. Drop the backpack. The crowbar. People around me are talking. Crying, reuniting. Families, friends. I'm alone, but I'm alive. Made it out. Survived 30 days in that building. Lost Patricia. Lost everything. But I'm here. The boat fills. Engine starts. We pull away from the dock. The city falls behind us. Smoke and ruin. Monument to failure. I watch it fade. Riverside Towers is visible for a while. Then it's too far. Just another building in a dead city. Someone sits next to me. Woman. Maybe 40. She's holding a child. Little girl. Can't be more than 5. You came alone? The woman asks. Yes. How long were you hiding? Month, give or take. She nods. We were in a school, cafeteria. 26 of us at the start. 4 made it out. I'm sorry. Me too. The girl is sleeping on her mother's lap, exhausted. Probably hasn't slept well in weeks. None of us have. What's the island? I ask. Shelter. They cleared it. No infected. They're setting up camps, processing survivors, checking for infection. Then we can stay. Help rebuild. Rebuild what? There's nothing left. Not here, but other places. Safe zones, communities, they're forming, trying to establish order. Good luck with that. She looks at me, sees something in my face, doesn't push. The boat rides the waves. The city disappears behind us. Ahead is the island. I can see structures, tents, people moving around. New beginning, maybe, or just a delay. Another place to wait while the world dies. But I'm alive. That's something. For Patricia's memory, if nothing else. I survived. The boat docks. We're herded off. Military presence is heavy here. Fences, gates. They're taking this seriously. We're directed to a processing area. Tents, doctors. They check us again, more thorough this time. Blood tests, temperature, physical exam. I pass, clean. Not infected, just traumatized. They give me a tent assignment. Section C, row 7, number 23. I walk there. The camp is huge. Hundreds of tents. Maybe thousands of people. All survivors. All broken in different ways. My tent is small. Fits a cot. A trunk for belongings. That's it. But it's mine. First space that's been mine in a month. I drop the backpack. Sit on the cot. It's soft. More comfortable than I remember beds being. Someone knocks on the tent pole. Andrew Volkmann? I look up. Young guy. Clipboard. Volunteer, probably. Yeah. Welcome to Sanctuary Island. I'm Derek, here to help you get oriented. Oriented? Yeah. Show you where things are. Meal schedule, water distribution, medical, counseling. Whatever you need. I don't need counseling. Everyone needs counseling. Trust me. I've been here 2 weeks. Seen a lot of people come through. The ones who don't talk about it, they're the ones who break. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'll break anyway. Don't know. Don't care right now. Fine. Show me around. He does. The camp is organized. Surprisingly so. Meal tents, 3 times a day. Medical tent, open 24/7. Counseling tent, groups and individual. Work assignments, everyone contributes. Farming, building, defense. Defense against what? I ask. Infected still wash up sometimes. Drifters, swimmers. We don't know how, but they find us. So far, we've kept them out. But we stay vigilant. Nowhere is safe. Not really. Just safer. For now. Derek leaves me at my tent. Says dinner's in 2 hours. Says I should rest. I lie on the cot. Close my eyes. Try to sleep. Can't. Every time I start to drift, I see Patricia. See her lunging at me. See the bat connecting. See her falling. This is what survival costs. This is the weight. I get up. Can't lie here. Need to move. I walk through the camp. People everywhere. Talking, working, living. They've adapted. Found purpose. Community. I'm not there yet. Don't know if I'll get there. Near the edge of the camp, I find a fence. Beyond it is water. Ocean. Waves crash against rocks. Wind blows cold. I stand there watching. The sun is setting. Sky turns red and orange. Beautiful and wrong. Patricia would have loved this view. Would have said something about fresh starts. New beginnings. She was always optimistic, even at the end. I should have saved her. Should have been faster, better, something. But I wasn't. And she's dead. And I'm here. First time is hardest. Voice behind me. I turn. Older man. 60s maybe. White beard. Kind eyes. What? First day here. Realizing you made it. That others didn't. Survivor's guilt. Classic. You a therapist? Was. Now I'm just another survivor. But old habits. You want to talk? No. Fair enough, I'm here. Tent B12, if you change your mind. He walks away. Leaves me to the view. The waves. The guilt. I don't want to talk. Don't want to share. Don't want to heal. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But I'm here. On this island. With these people. Maybe that's enough for today. Tomorrow I'll worry about the rest. About rebuilding, about moving forward, about figuring out how to live with what I did. Today I'm just going to stand here and watch the waves and remember Patricia. Remember what we had, what I lost, and tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll figure out how to keep going, because that's what she'd want. She'd want me to live, to survive, to find whatever comes next, so I will. Not today, but soon. For her, for us, for whatever remains of the world worth saving. The sun sets, darkness comes, the camp lights up, lanterns, flashlights, firelight, life continues, even in the ruins, even after everything. I turn away from the water, head back to my tent, lie down on the cot. Sleep comes eventually, fitful, full of dreams. Patricia is in them, alive, smiling. I wake up crying, wipe my face, look around the tent, early morning, light filtering through canvas. Another day, another chance, another step forward. I get up, start moving, start living, because the alternative is dying, and I've seen enough death. Time to try something else. Time to survive. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back with another story